Hello guys. Oh boy, do I have a great video for you today. Well, actually it's not a great video, it's a kind of sad video. I got scammed on AliExpress buying cheap batteries. Well, I want to first start by saying what I'm going to cover in this video. So the first thing I'm going to cover is why I bought cheap batteries on AliExpress. Second thing I want to cover is why you should always check the capacity of the batteries you buy on AliExpress. I want to update on the situation that's going on right now with me disputing the not real capacity of the battery I bought. And I want to also give you guys some advice on good battery brand I would recommend you buying from AliExpress. So first of all, why did I choose to buy my batteries on AliExpress? Well, if you weren't living under a rock, batteries are pretty expensive. I found that many of them, they go more to around $300 for a battery, but that's too expensive for me because I started about a year ago building a modified Xiaomi M365. Actually, it's not a real Xiaomi, it's more of a clone I bought on Facebook Marketplace, but I changed all the parts in it for original Xiaomi parts so I could modify the firmware. I modified the actual controller of the Xiaomi. I changed the motor, changed the tire. Anyway, this video is not about the modification of the Xiaomi. I think I might do a video on that sometime later. It's not really important. What's important right now is how I got scammed and how you can not replicate what I did. Actually, you could replicate what I did if I'm gonna win this dispute. So it all started when I watched some reviews of the battery, because the Xiaomi by default takes 36 watt battery, and it gives it pretty good speed. Top speed is around, I think, 35 kilometers if you hack it. And if you take a 48 watt battery, 48 volts battery, you can go to up to 50 kilometers. I haven't tried it yet because the battery's fake, so I'm not gonna try it, and it's also winter right now in Canada, so I can't really try my scooter. I'm just modifying for this summer so I can have fun. I can go not taking the bus. I hate taking the bus. So let's start. I bought this battery, which is FTGL-DC battery, which seemed pretty good. The company that sold it was Liana Battery, a charger. It seemed pretty reputable. It had great reviews from all kind of batteries, so it's why not? That seems pretty good. And why not try it? Well, here's where the fun starts. So I ordered my battery. It took about 45 days to come, which is pretty long for an AliExpress order. My AliExpress order, I usually receive them within 21 days, so 45 days is kind of long. And I received the battery. I tested it because I bought a tester. I'm gonna put a link in the description of the tester I used. It's kind of cheap, but it could save you a lot of money if you were to find, let's say, fake batteries like I did. And you can also test all kind of batteries, so it's pretty interesting. I tested the battery, and the battery capacity I tested was around 3,886 milliamp hours, which is far from the description of the battery. The battery was supposed to be 10 amp hour battery, 10 AH, yeah. So that's not even half. That's very terrible. So I tested it. I was that's garbage. I wanna get my order refund so I can buy another battery that's better, and just go on by my day. So I started the refund process. I submit my claim, I submit my evidence, and that's where the shit hit the fan. So I'm gonna show you the discussion I had with the seller, which is very fantastic. Where is it? Here we go. So The seller, I started sending my evidence. It took about 4 days for the seller to respond. He responded with, for the picture and instruction provided, we cannot explain my battery capacity problem. We use professional battery capacity tester to test the battery capacity as shown in the video below. Video 1 selects our FTGL DC 48-volt battery discharge mode for testing. You can see 44.11 volt consistent with the saturation voltage, 5 AH. Well, actually, 44.11 volt is kind of high for a 48 volt battery. Usually they sit around 53 volts charge, so that was kind of interesting. And when video 2 is discharged for 20.5 minutes to 10.1 ampere hour, and video 3 is discharged to 40.4 minutes. It's in line with battery capacity. So let's check what the seller has given us as evidence. So first of all, he connects the battery. Dude is a lab tester. I don't have a fancy lab tester, but like that's all for show. It doesn't really make a big difference. His doesn't look even more accurate than mine. It's just really all for show. So it's discharging the battery. That's the first clip. Yeah, first thing you can notice is that the battery looks entirely different. I mean, it's not even the same battery they're testing. The cable doesn't come the right way. The cells are not in the same order. Well, they're not the same direction. The label is different. So this is a totally different battery they're testing, which is kind of funny. So the second clip is them just doing the same thing. Like both batteries are completely different. It's fantastic. They're showing I think they're discharging at 15 amp hour rate, which I cannot do. I can only discharge at 150 watt, which is like so much less than what they're actually discharging the battery at. Like it took me 1.2 hours to discharge a 4 amp hour battery, and it took them like 40 minutes to discharge a 10 amp hour battery. So their stuff is actually pretty good to discharge it, but it's not a real battery, so it doesn't make a big difference. And then they're discharging it, and it says, oh, it's 10.0 ampere AH. So of course it is. So then I went on rambling that the battery's fake. It's not the same battery. It doesn't look like the battery I had. So I sent him a picture I made in Photoshop showing off the difference between their battery and mine, like how the cells are not in the same direction, the label is not the same, and there's a BMS that's making a bulge on the side of the battery. So label is different, battery is different, BMS placement is different. So here you go. I again sent my claim for getting refund. I explained the situation. I said I have to also send 3 clips because fuck them at this point. I mean, I'm gonna send clips. It took me so much time to do. Well, not really, but it kind of sucks. Like you gotta sit there, just watch the battery discharging so you can take the clips at the right moment, so you can show like, oh yeah, the voltage drops this high. So much work for like $120. I'll probably sell the battery back on Facebook Marketplace with the real capacity so I can finance this old waste of time. So here you go. Battery is charging at constant. What battery was draining a constant 150 watt of power, which is what I said. This is the thing for discharging the battery can only do like 180 watt. But I don't want to stress it too much, so I'm doing 150, which is safer, I guess. And it took like 1 hour and 16 minutes, then the voltage started dropping like so hard, just like stocks right now. Yeah, that also hurts. And I'm gonna show you my evidence. Sorry for the vertical videos. I was like imitating the what the seller was doing, whatever. So yeah, this is the battery. Actually, I'm clearly showing like the battery label because I don't want to lie like them. I'm very transparent about my testing, showing everything. The wires, there's nothing funky going on here. In the second clip, I'm even showing like my dog is playing with a toy. I'll show you this. Yeah, here's the battery draining again at 44 minutes. This is my dog. Well, you can see it doesn't make a big difference. And there's the last clip of the battery draining like crazy. It's draining at 41.47 volts, which is like it's losing voltage like so fast. Like we're literally losing 0.1 volts every second. No, every half a second. This is terrible. Like, and here's the completion. It says the battery capacity is actually 3800 milliamp hour, so not 10 amp hour. And I'm again showing like all my setups, so it is very transparent. At the moment I'm recording this, there still is 21 hours and 12 minutes for the seller to send another piece of evidence, or AliExpress to step in and hopefully give me a refund, because this is unacceptable. I hope they close their store, but they probably won't. I also sent a review on the battery page saying it was absolute crap and I would not recommend it to anyone, because like if it was like, I don't know, 20% less, I would have accepted it. All right, I was all right, fine. Like it's a $120 battery. If it's 20% less, that's all right. I don't give a crap about it. But like that's not 20%. That's 200%. So it's like, nah, I'm getting refund. Fuck this. And I hope the seller gets better in the future. I don't want them to close, but at the same time, I don't want them to lie. So I hope they'll stop lying. So, well, what I learned today is that don't trust all the battery capacity you see on AliExpress. I might recommend one brand in particular that I quite like. It's not 100% accurate for the capacity, but it's close enough. And it's not expensive either. Like I paid $109 for a battery, for a 36-volt battery. It's supposed to be 9.6 AH, but it's actually like 8.5, I think. I'm not really sure. I should check out like the picture I took. But like for $109, that's a pretty good deal, and I would recommend that battery. I don't know about long-term use. I used it like one summer, and it seems like it might actually explain like why it's dropped from 9.6 to 8.5 amp hour. But for now, it's pretty good. It's sold by GH Global Store, AERDU, don't know how to pronounce it. But absolutely don't buy batteries from GFT LDC. They're terrible. They're a lying company. They're selling a lot of other batteries. They're not the real capacity, and it's an asshole to deal with because they will send you fake clips, and then you gotta prove that you have the right battery and hopefully win the case. I hope I will. I will give you an update tomorrow about the status of those battery and those cameras. So that's pretty much it for tomorrow. Next video I make is probably like me riding the scooter, explaining how I build it. It's a pretty cool scooter, and I'll probably do a video about my mechanical keyboard, which is pretty cool. I don't have a lot of videos about it because at the time I wasn't thinking, but I should have done a lot more videos about this because it's pretty. I don't think it's even in the frame. It's pretty cool. So that's it for today, guys. Stay safe. Don't buy fake batteries. Well, actually, do. Well, actually, could do, but test them and hopefully get a refund. If you buy AERDU, I'll get my second battery and test it too, and I'll update like the description if it's actually accurate, because the first one was pretty good. It was really cheap. So hope you guys have a great day, and bye bye. So while I was editing the video, the seller made a new proposal. He did a complete 180-degree and asked me to return the battery so I could get a full refund. And well, I replied to the seller by saying I shouldn't have to return the battery since one, it's not as described, it's fake. You sent me a fake video proving absolutely nothing, and it will probably cost me more money send it back than the battery's actually worth, which is a fair point. And I've already tested. What testing do you want more? And then the seller just started attacking my methodology and saying that, well, the equipment I was using to test the battery is not professional. So then I replied to him, you're not in a good spot to talk to me about professionalism. You didn't even test the right battery to start with, and then called me out on, well, not testing the battery properly. So then AliExpress steps in, and what did they say? Drum roll, please. I won. Well, partially. Actually, AliExpress offered me a partial refund of $60, which is half of what the battery's worth. But at this point, I'll just take it, because I'm not gonna hassle with trying to return to the seller and then ask for like my money back plus, well, the shipping. The seller is gonna again dispute everything, and it's gonna be a big hassle. I'm not gonna try doing that. Instead, what I'm gonna do is probably just take the battery, and I'm gonna try selling it on Facebook Marketplace. So it's kind of a happy ending, kind of a sad ending, but that's an ending. And that's probably it for today, guys. Have a nice day.